Maratu, New Darling is what we're going to be reacting to today. But of course, I'll say this at the beginning of the video all the time, every time. Please do check the link in the description because it's not my content, it's their content as much as possible. I'd rather you go to the original video, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, do whatever you want, really, and show the original person love because it's not my content, it's theirs. I do not want to take it away from them. And I'm sure they make amazing content on their channel and shit like that. I'm just here giving my thoughts, see if I like it, and I'm sure I will enjoy it. But yes, link in the description for the channel and the video. Please do check that out. I have the lyrics to my right if you're wondering why I'm going to be looking to the right. But seeing as this is only 2 minutes and 35 seconds long, I will just react to the whole thing full, and you don't have to hear my yap right somewhere in the middle. But yeah, you may be wondering, did I get a new haircut? No, I did not. I have not worn this in so long. But anyways, you don't want to hear me yap. You just want to see the rat watch the video. Anyways, let's just get straight into it, shall we? Okay, the song very yeah, it's basically about domestic abuse, basically, is what I'm saying. I mean, this is a fist. Let me put out my headphones real quick so that you could probably see the rat. But yeah, so it's about domestic abuse is what I'm looking at the lyrics. This one is pretty straightforward, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why the title of the song is called New Darling though. That's my oh, are you telling me like they get a new wife every time? Oh god. So yeah, this is just a fist, like how like you punch someone and then you usually see that's what you usually see. And then you see how that hand over there, it's your ring finger. So that's where you usually place the ring, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess it just shows that he's married. And if you look at the lyrics, or if you read the lyrics, it's basically just about domestic abuse, which is quite sad because Martu, I swear, it's always Martu's songs. It's always so jolly, you know what I mean? And then when you read the lyrics, you're like, oh my god, oh my god. There's like a couple that I've reacted to that is like very shocking. I will tell you which ones. It was Forced Obedience and Tehament. Those were like a very, oh my god, you know what I mean? Let me read some of the lyrics, because my lord. Sweetly melt me, darling. Bitterly disparage me, darling. Break my bones, darling. On an unknown world you shall land. Punch me hard, darling. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to kick me, darling. Break me to pieces, darling. Torture me to death, darling. Oh my god. Singer is telling their darling to hurt them / kill them. This could imply an abusive relationship between the singer and the darling. Not only that, but could signal a lovesick relationship between the singer and their darling. Though, by the way, the darling seems so hesitant and chary throughout the song. This may be questionable, hence the line, on an unknown world you shall land. What? Seems not to know what to do, and it is certainly obvious to the singer. Meanwhile, she proceeds. Can't read that, there's an ad there. Don't hesitate to kick me can describe how the singer knows that the darling is uncertain but wants them to proceed anyway. Huh. It's time to bid us the old farewell. This line expressed how the singer wants her and her new darling to proceed with this proposed abusive relationship, and doesn't want the formal care based on how she might be damaged of the abuse she faced in the past. Oh my lord, Jesus Christ. You know, I don't know how much of this is true, but I feel like when it comes to going into relationships, when your parents say that the other person might not be a good fit for you, and I'm not saying this is true, all right? I don't know if this is like applicable to everything, but if the parents do say that the person is not for you and shit like that, then it genuinely might not be for you. Of course, it may be like maybe they get it wrong and shit like that, or maybe the person has to convince the parents that they're actually a pretty good person. But if there's like it's like there's a fine line, because you know, you don't know, because you either trust your parents or you trust your significant other. And yeah, because I've had a moment where, let me tell you, I've gave my all to a girl, and I told my parents about it, and they said to just forget about it, and they said that you know, I should have been given more respect out of the girl, but I always tell myself no, that's not the case. And you know, sometimes your head gets muddled, you know, is what I'm trying to say. Your head gets muddled and shit like that. I don't know why I started talking about this all of a sudden. It's what I thought. Of course, it's nothing that relates to the song, of course, but you know, there are relationships like this, and it is very, very sad. At that point, like, you gotta get out of the relationship, you know what I mean? Or maybe the person just doesn't know that they're being like, because sometimes people might be convinced that this is just a normal relationship, and that's a sad part, really. Like, getting into a relationship is very, very scary. I thought at one point I was ready. Now no, I don't think I'm ready at any point, you know. It's just scary. I'm not saying like you should never get into a relationship. I don't think so. I think everybody should experience one at least once, you know what I mean, and form a new a great loving partner and shit like that. But it's kind of scary if you think about it, you know, because you're finding your other half. I like the song. This is a nice song. Of course, it was about an abusive relationship, but made me talk a lot about romance again. Romance, or this is just an abusive relationship, to be fair. But yeah, it's time for us to do the real debut. The singer still genuinely believes that her new darling is meant to hurt her and abuse her. She thinks that they are just very bashful and hesitant, doesn't know he could hurt her at all, though none of this is true. You shouldn't want your spouse to hurt you. Exactly. She also wants the pain to endure right at the moment, not giving up on her wishes and beliefs. I sure hope no one goes through this, but that's me being optimistic, you know. You gotta keep yourself optimistic within this world. I like the song. Very deep lyrics though, I won't lie. You guys are hammering it in with the recommendations now, aren't you? I see what you're doing. This rat knows. Anyways, I'll stop yapping there. Of course, I'll say this at the end of the video all the time, every time. Please do check the link in the description. This is not my content, this is our content. Alright, link in the description of the channel of the video. Please, please, please do check that out. But I'll stop yapping there. I hope you all have a great one as always, everybody. Bye.